I deliberately avoid using the term online course, and I want to explain why. Online courses have a reputation problem that is frankly well earned. With completion rates sitting as low as 3%, people have invested thousands and walked away with absolutely nothing to show for it. And the model that drove a lot of that investment, the passive income myth, has done real damage to the online learning industry, especially since the pandemic, with that boom of everybody going online and selling their expertise. The idea that you can remove yourself entirely from delivery, that you can build a course, lie on the beach, and expect your clients to get results, that has never worked. And even more so now with AI, with the trust recession, it's basically not going to sell anymore because people are not buying information. They are not buying your knowledge. They do not care, frankly, about your online course. What they are looking for is access to your judgment, to your lived experience, to the nuance that you can apply to their specific situation. That is where the money is. So I prefer to use the term group program because I want to differentiate what a real transformational program is versus just another online course. So a group program is not pre-recorded with a Q&A call bolted onto the end. It's not 12 weeks on Zoom with questions in a chat thread. It's not an online course with a community added. When I say group program, I'm not talking about coaching necessarily either. Most of the people that I work with are not coaches in that traditional sense. They're consultants, strategists, advisors, mentors, experts who are helping their clients develop skills, shift their perspective, and produce results. And this model applies equally to all of them. And a group program is a real group experience. It's a transformational delivery space. And the value is not in the curriculum. The value is in your ability to design a journey that carries your clients from where they are now all the way through to the result that you've promised them. And that means that you have to be able to support them through the hard weeks, through the emotional journey and experience of change. Because if you don't know how to facilitate that, you cannot promise them an outcome. The reality of change is that it's difficult. It is not as simple as let's just sit and watch some content and hopefully by osmosis, they are going to be able to apply everything consistently and get the results that you promised them. So the word that I want you to hold on to is not teaching. You are not a teacher. You are not a sage on the stage kind of spouting out your wisdom. You are actually a facilitator. So the key word is facilitation. Teaching is, this is the thing I know. Facilitation is, here is how we move you from knowing that thing into actually doing it, because the implementation gap, that intention to change versus the actual of doing it is the biggest factor that is holding your clients back from getting the results that you know that they can, and also for you from getting that proof that you need that sells your program. And the difference between teaching and facilitation is absolutely massive. Teaching produces pages of notes and inspiration. People leave with a head of ideas, but they don't do anything with it, versus facilitation actually driving action. And when you design a group program properly, it is built around facilitated implementation, helping people to move from consuming the information that you share into implementing it, integrating it, and making it part of how they work. The sense of community, of belonging, of being held through a process that other people are walking through at the same time is also part of the architecture of a group program. It's part of how adult humans learn and change. So if you are leading a group program, if you're gathering people around your expertise and asking them to pay for your support in transformation, you have a responsibility to understand how to facilitate change, not just package up what you know into a curriculum. This is not just about taking your intellectual property and turning it into a product, a digital asset that people can access. It's about more than content and curriculum. It's actually about getting deep into the understanding of how humans learn, how they stay engaged, and how you hold them through those moments of inevitable difficulty. Like no client is going to find the process of change easy. Some will find it easier than others. But your job is to facilitate that journey for everyone, regardless of how hard they find it. And if that role of facilitator doesn't interest you, if you'd rather just stay focused on teaching kind of lecture style webinar, fine, like you do you. But if you actually want to sell a group program and you're selling transformation, not just an expensive online course dressed up in different language, facilitation is the difference. So I'd love to know, if you're running something that you call a group program, does it feel like a course with kind of extras, or actually is it a genuine transformational experience? See you in the next one.